Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Gettys Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back into it and back at it again. You found The Local Show, your golden nugget of great talk radio right here on the weekends with Tom and Steve. So, not a one-sided conversation. It's Steve and I bantering about all sorts of stuff.
I have a story to tell you, Tom.
Go ahead. What's your story?
So, usually you ask me, did you go fishing? Did you go fishing?
Yeah, well, I stopped because you haven't fished.
Go ahead. The other day, earlier this week, I decided to go fishing.
Okay. On the boat?
No, I was going to go chase the walleyes early in the morning. So it's like 20 after 5. I get in my garage. I got my poles. I put my hand down. And what I didn't realize, there's a fishing lure there, Tom.
Oh, goodness.
So, Tom, the fishing lure.
How did I know this?
Tom. So there, actually, if you're on the line.
You're scaring our guests.
So you can see the lure went squarely into my hand.
Yes.
So I ended up spending some time at urgent care. And then they gave me the lure.
It was that deep that you had to go to
I pulled that. So then they gave me the lure in a
I only laugh because it's deep.
So I got here's the lure.
Okay.
They delivered it up. There it is.
Oh, isn't that nice?
And then so yes, we pulled it out, and so I lost a couple hours and didn't get to fish. But this may shock you, Tom, but this isn't the first time that's happened.
I believe that. A real man would have yanked that sucker right
I
out.
tried. I tried. I was going to go see Joe Scripa because I know he's a real man.
Well, here's the thing. I've heard this story so many times, but it was all different times.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I really wanted my dad. So I lost it because Dad had a way he would put the string around the base of it. It's called the string method.
Yes, of course.
And then you give it a yank.
And
And he pulled it out
right
a couple times, but I don't have. So I went to urgent care. I was the first patient. The guy put a little shot in.
Goodness.
Okay, we got it. They pulled it out and had a look at it.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Did you cry at all?
No. I just felt I had to be honest about what happened. So
Yeah.
I had to be transparent.
So is your boat still floating because you were having a trouble
it's
with it taking on water?
I was up. I have emptied it out. It's time for my friends at 43 North Marina to
put it away. All right. Well, there you go. Something that's not going to go away is real estate. It's all around us and everything, and we have our local expert. His name is Joe Scripa. He owns the Scripa Group, scripagroup.com. How are you, Joe?
Great, Tom. Yourself?
Oh, very good, my friend. Very good. Haven't seen you around the block, but then again, I've been doing all these wedding receptions on the weekend, so I don't get out much.
I think everybody seems to be very spread thin these days.
Yeah, very busy.
Yep.
Hey, pools in the backyard. they increase the value of your home, or do they make it go down?
It's funny. I was just listening to something on YouTube today, and the fellow was insisting that pools in the backyard make it go up. Make it go up.
And that's something.
But it's per somebody's personal taste. If you don't want the maintenance and all that, it's a headache. Believe it or not, in my 20 plus years of doing this, I've had people buy houses and fill in the pool.
Ooh.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Really?
Right?
Well, I guess if you were a little older and you never thought you would use it, you could do that. But the people behind me, kind of kitty corner behind me, are having a pool all dug out.
Can you see it, Tom?
And I can see it beautifully.
Did you ever want a pool, Tom?
Hey, I gotta, they're doing it to just razz me.
Yes.
It's just to say, here's what Tom doesn't
I talked them into it.
Joe, give us a little history. How'd you get into real estate, and what does your Scripa Group do for people?
Well, I got into real estate a little over 20 years ago, like I just mentioned, and I was previously owned a wholesale company, started purchasing some houses, and thought it would be easier to get my real estate license, and it's been a sentence ever since then. But actually, no, it's the best thing I ever did. I absolutely love what I do. And I graduated from residential real estate to commercial real estate, although my office, we still sell a significant number of homes every year. I personally focus on commercial real estate and management, asset management, property maintenance for clients that own property.
What is the advantage of a person who owns property using a company like yours for property management?
Well, we kind of do everything. So that's from finance to maintenance to, we do all the books, records, and we watch the inflows and outflows, manage the budgets, and make sure the financial performance is where it should be.
So if someone had a commercial property, maybe it was inherited, or they had a strip mall, or they had some property, you can fill the space with tenants. You can let them know if it's profitable, not profitable.
Correct. So
you
not only
fix the roof and cut the lawn.
Correct. Not only the management, but we get the physical plant into the condition it should be, so that we can bring the best leasing possible. So we do a lot of leasing. We do a lot of sales too, but our real specialty is management, maintenance, and leasing, which is brokerage.
Are people bad at managing their own properties, or are you just better at it?
A lot of people, well, it's just like they say about doctors. You're not going to go to an allergist to get a brain surgery, right? So we specialize in property. That is what we do. If a lot of property owners might be working in an office environment all day, 9 to 5 or 7 to 7, so we focus on what we do, and that is all we do is real estate.
Do you see a lot of new construction going on around town?
There is some new construction. I think we're going to start to see a lot more with the oncoming of the new Micron plant. Sure. I think there's going to be an absolute demand for new housing. Right now, I continue to look at the MLS, the multiple listing service, that shows all the residential listings.
Yeah.
And I look suburb to suburb, and I see 30 houses on the market. In each suburb, for instance, Salina.
Is that a big number or a low number?
That's a very low number.
Okay.
I was used to seeing 100, 120.
Wow. Yeah.
So the numbers are still low, and the the prices are holding steady regardless of the interest rates. So real estate is
what about commercial?
Strong.
What about commercial apartment complexes? Some people decide, like we did, hey, you know what, we don't want to do this.
We're going to see a huge surge in the construction of apartment complexes.
Oh, we are? Okay.
There's several.
Notice that. Yeah.
Several coming out of the ground very soon. Yes.
And is Guy Hart and his organization, are they planning on making residential living spaces instead of mall space over there?
I think over at the Great Northern Mall, yes, Guy's purchase of that. I believe he's going to do somewhat of a lifestyle center with residential, entertainment and retail.
They get furniture from Joe Bright right there.
Yeah, right. They got all that. And
that was a great start. That was a great start.
He cleaned that up nice.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yep. And United Auto Supply just bought the Sears store.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yep.
See, look at
so
that.
I believe they're going to have a portion of their business there and open it up to some other leasing as well.
Right. And then Lakeshore Country Club, he's supposed to do lifestyle there as well.
That is Guy
right?
Hart also. And yeah, I believe, again, with the oncoming White Pines, the White Pines development.
Yeah. Right.
I think Guy's going to be in a great position to be doing some nice home sales and development of the apartments.
What do you think about people moving out because of Micron?
People moving out. I haven't heard that.
Just opinion, I thought, and this is just me pontificating, that some people might be close to retirement age and they don't want the extra traffic, maybe the influx of people, and they say, you know what, let's sell.
Sure. I would see that a little bit above our age group. I could see some people that spurring some people to move because our prices will continue to rise. So if we have somebody a little bit beyond us in years, they might cash in well on their real estate right now. They're home.
Another reason to move to Florida or to Texas.
Yes. Well, after that storm, I think people are rethinking.
Right. One little storm, Tom. No, that's fair.
Yeah, when storms wash away roads, I get nervous. All right, so, hey, that's Joe Scripa, a wealth of knowledge in the commercial real estate, and he does do some residential over there at the Scripa Group. You can see more about them at thescripagroup.com, scripagroup.com. Thank you, Joe, for all of your insight and for what you do.
Thank you, Steve.
All right. Hey, kicking off hour number 2 of the local show, we're going to have conversations with Brian Dumont. He's the president of Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. Maureen Davison is the shelter director at Humane CNY. And then Lynn High stops by, chief development officer at the Food Bank of Central New York. And then Shelley Skripnichuk is the owner of Danzer's German and American Gustav. She'll be around as well. Stick around. Hour number 2 of the local show starts really soon.